Another really important thing to consider before you hit a golf shot is your stance and your stance width and how you position your feet in your setup. Your stance width is going to be more narrow for shorter golf shots around the green. It's going to get a little wider as the club gets longer and as you swing harder. So driver, when you're really trying to rip one as far as you can, probably going to have the widest stance you're ever going to have. For now, let's just say shoulder width stance with a 7 or 8 iron in your hand. Okay? Something like that, so about shoulder width at the heels. But really important with your stance is to consider how much are you going to flare your feet. That's going to be based on your flexibility in your ankles and your knees and your hips. When you go to wind up, if you have a challenge or struggle to get turned and get wound into your right side at the top of swing, you might want to consider a little bit of flare on that foot, angle it out a little bit. That'll give you a little more range of motion down bottom, which is going to ultimately help you turn more up top. If you have your feet dead square, or even every now and then I see people kind of toed in, well, they better be super flexible, because that's going to really limit how much they can turn in either direction. So most, I think, good players you look at, there's going to be a little bit of foot flare on the back foot and quite a bit more on the front. So play around with it. Slight flare on the back foot for me to allow me to get wound up, and I flare my front foot quite a bit more, and really all I'm trying to do is flare the feet enough to get that good load. And then in the follow through, what I like to do as a little test is see if I can get all the way to my finish without rolling or turning and slipping my foot. So keep an eye on that left foot. If you can get all the way through to your finish in balance on your left foot, belt buckle to the target without that foot rolling significantly or slipping, you've probably got it in a pretty good spot. Play around with your foot flare, and I think that could make a big difference in your load as well as your move through to the follow through and finish.